Radio IPSA.
Hello, my amazing listener. You are listening to Radio IPSA and I am your favorite RJ Vani. And today we have with us a very special guest. His name is Michał Krasenkow. He is a Polish chess grandmaster, chess trainer and a writer. But before moving further, let me tell you one thing, that this is the first time in Madhya Pradesh that a Grandmaster camp is organized, and it is organized by IPSA Academy in association with Malvanchal. So 21 kids are taking training and it is a 5 days camp. So now let's move towards Michal. So Michal, you came to India for the first time. So how are you feeling?
Yes, excellent.
How you are feeling coming to India?
This is, I don't remember how many times I have been in India, but definitely it's my first time in Indore.
Okay.
Beautiful city, everything is fine.
Okay, so what you have liked the most beautiful thing in Indore?
When you come to Indore in the airport, you see a great announcement, welcome to Indore, the cleanest city in India. And indeed, this is the cleanest city.
That is the proud moment for us also, because Indore is the cleanest city in the India, and we have won 6 consecutive awards in that. Oh. Okay, so Michał Krasenkow, to the Grandmaster Michał Krasenkow. The journey is too long and it takes many decades of your journey. So what inspired you for the first time that you have to take chess as it is your passion, and how you come to know about that this is my thing?
Actually, I was born in a country that doesn't exist anymore, which was called Soviet Union.
Yes, Soviet Union.
Yes, so although I was born in Moscow, but anyway, life was not so easy there, but still there were possibilities to make progress in some areas. So authorities took care of children, so they had some options to develop their abilities in some areas. One of those areas was chess. So, and when it was my grandfather who taught me chess.
Okay.
Then I went when I was 9 or so. I went to the chess club. Mm-hmm. There were actually several chess quite a lot of chess clubs for children in Moscow, and so there I could play chess. I could take lessons attend lessons rather, of good coaches, of famous coaches, and so it was. I was fascinated because I started reading chess books.
Okay.
So a lot of and also attending chess events with participation of famous grandmasters, and all that was very interesting for me. And so I also, of course, as all kids, I wanted to make progress in some area, and that area was chess.
Okay, so it is basically in your genes, means you have grandfather who taught you chess, and your father, and then you came into the chess, right?
Yes, it was like my grandfather was a chess lover, and so he taught me, and also it was. No, it was actually, in those times, it's hard to say. Maybe sometimes it's just you just take an occasion. So, when I first went to this chess club, it is called in those times Pioneer Palace. Pioneers was an organization for kids. Palace is like palace where we had various sections, various circles, including chess section, and we had. It was not the only section. As I told you that there were a lot of chess clubs in Moscow, but this is one of the biggest clubs, and had good coaches. And it was like first I made some progress, but at some point I kind of stopped.
Okay.
For something like a couple of years, I could not develop. I could not make progress in chess. And then a new chess coach, he was called Viktor Lublinsky.
Okay.
He was a famous master in the 50s.
Okay.
He came to work to that Pioneer Palace. He just occasionally I saw him, and he offered me to join his group among other kids. And he was the person who inspired me most to continue my chess career.
That is
because
really...
he told us a lot of stories from his chess career, from his youth. He was a very nice person.
Okay.
And although he worked in that Pioneer Palace for just 1 year, that year was decisive for me, that I decided to continue my chess career.
That is really amazing, and whatever you have done, that is such a remarkable thing that you have done in the field of chess. And yes, of course, in the Indore city you have also won the award. I think the third prize you have won, so many congratulations to you for that.
It's quite interesting that I didn't play well in that tournament, but it was a kind of luck.
No, it is not luck. It is your effortlessly, working and experience that that works.
Probably, but so objectively figures show that I didn't play well, but suddenly it was.
That is really amazing, and whatever you have done in this field, that is really remarkable. But we have many things to ask, but this is the time to take a small break. So we'll come after the break and we will know more about the chess. So till that, stay tuned to Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात.
रेडियो IPSA.
वाह, कितना प्यारा गाती है तू.
हाँ, और तुझे पता है ये सॉन्ग मैंने ही लिखा है और मैंने ही कंपोज किया है.
तो अपने इस टैलेंट को छुपा के क्यों रखा है?
यार, मैं इसके लिए ना एक बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म ढूंढ रही हूँ.
सो बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है रेडियो IPSA. मैं तुझे अभी नंबर देती हूँ, तू कॉल करके खुद को रजिस्टर करवा. नंबर है 9009811161.
Stay tuned to Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात.
रेडियो IPSA.
So hello and welcome back, my amazing listener. You are listening Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात. And today we have a very special guest with us. That is the grandmaster chess player, Michał Krasenkow. Am I right, Michal?
Yes.
Am I pronouncing your name rightly?
Grandmaster, you are right. Yes. No, my name is pronounced differently in different languages.
So can we have some sample
problem.
how you pronounce your name?
No, in Polish it's Michal.
Okay.
In Russian, Mikhail.
Okay.
Probably you know that. Michel in French.
Okay.
What else?
So you have many names, right?
In German. I don't know. Miguel in Spanish.
Okay. So you have many names, right?
Many names, yes, definitely.
Okay. So I'll call you Michael.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So Michael, 64 squares and 32 pieces. What fascinates you in that particular chess board the most?
No, actually, of course, this is the depth of chess. So there are not so many squares, not so many pieces, but so many possibilities, so many fascinating things can happen on the board. And when you are playing, you must always get into that depth and find something unusual. So sometimes, of course, you make some normal routine moves, but there are a lot of situations in chess when you must find something really brilliant that you cannot see at once.
Yeah.
And this depth, this variety of ideas in chess, this is what fascinates me most. So when I was young, I was really glad when I'm still glad when I find something.
You are still
unusual.
young too.
I'm still glad when I find something unusual in chess, something fantastic idea, and even if I don't find it, if I find it later in the analysis of the game. So anyway, it fascinates me.
That is
So-
really amazing. So you love chess game, as if
Yes.
you have learned many things in past many decades. But I just want to know some memorable thing that you have learned or observed or feel, whatever you have, such experiences. If you want to share some of them with us.
No, actually, of course, I have met a lot of outstanding players, a lot of fantastic players, and I have played against many outstanding players. I can tell a lot of a lot of things about great players. I met, for instance, Anatoly Karpov, Garry Kasparov.
Okay.
Vasily Smyslov, the former world champion, who was champion in the 50s but still continued playing till the very advanced stage. Now I can tell you some stories when Smyslov played in India, in
Okay.
Calcutta, and he played against a Ukrainian grandmaster in one of the games, and he won the game, in which apparently he didn't do anything special, so it looked like his opponent had a good position, but he lost. His opponent lost. And then after the game, they analyzed the game. His opponent, of course, is very upset and says, "Oh, how could I lose this position? I could have played this. I had an excellent position." So Smyslov listened to him and then said, "You played against a guy that doesn't know anything about chess, but you had bad luck."
Oh, that is really amazing.
So this is typical chess story, I can say.
So, what do you believe, that is it luck also, or to win a game?
Of course, it was not luck. It was just deeper understanding of a particular position by Smyslov than by his opponent.
But according to you, what? Luck plays a role?
Luck plays a role, of course it plays. It happened here in the last round of the tournament.
Okay.
There was position. I had a winning position, but then I misplayed it. Then I was not sure about the position, and suddenly my opponent falls into a deep thought and then resigns.
Okay.
What happens? I'm surprised. I asked him, "Why do you resign? It's not so clear." Then he shows me the line. Indeed, that I easily win by force. But I didn't see it. So
Yes. Sometimes your opponent
he
shows.
saw how I could win, but I didn't see it. I wanted to play something different, and then the position was not winning. So I had luck that he saw
Yes,
that I could win and assumed that I would find it and resigned.
That is really amazing. That is really amazing. Whatever you have learned and you are sharing, that is really amazing. And it is in the Madhya Pradesh. It is in the first time that a grandmaster who came to Indore and who are giving training to such kids. So that is really wonderful that you are doing.
Yes, which is of course a bit surprised, because you have a lot of good players, you have a lot of talented players that can make progress. Generally, India, chess-wise, has been greatly developed in recent decades, because I remember when I first came to India in 1995, I don't remember, but there are two or three grandmasters, including Anand.
Yes.
Of course, in India, maybe just two or three grandmasters. I don't remember.
Okay.
Anand, Barua, I don't remember. Maybe someone else, and that's it.
But now the internet
now
has...
there are 70 or 80 grandmasters in India.
Yes.
And indeed, they are very good, strong players.
Yes.
Well, Indian national team is one of the strongest in the world. So
There are so many factors that, over the past decade it has changed. The technology has supported, and many things are there now to learn chess or to
Yes.
understand chess more betterly.
yes, of course. First of all, computers.
Yes.
Computers, first of all, it's not one thing is that you can analyze games with computers, because computers can help you in many situations, can help you to find good moves, even the best moves. Although you must be careful, because what computer considers the best can be not really the best in the human play.
Yeah, that
In
is.
human play, you must not only make objectively good moves, you must provoke opponent's mistakes.
Yes.
You must confuse him. So it's
A
fight
physical
of
appearance
humans.
is a different thing, and when you talk
Yes.
about technology and virtual thing, then
Yes.
that is certainly something different.
Yes. But also not only in chess engines that can analyze game, but also general communications.
Yes.
Because earlier it was a problem, as far as I know, in India it was a problem to get chess books. So to get some good coaches. Now you can get information from everywhere.
Yes.
You can get coaching everywhere. You can read everything. You can discuss with friends, with people who are tens of thousands
Yes,
kilometers
yeah.
from you. You
In
can
the other
discuss-
countries as well,
In other countries,
yes.
you can discuss chess problems, chess topics, and learn from them. You can play chess
Yes.
with the people who are far away
Yes.
from you.
Yes.
And your chess experience is the best things that teaches you.
Yes, that is really true, and technology has taken us to the another level, and it has played a very what you can say, a very big role in that now there is no boundaries,
Yes,
and
that's right.
people can learn many things with many people.
Yes, that's
That
right.
is really amazing. But your contribution in the field of chess, that is also remarkable. So we are not yet done, and we have many questions to ask Michael. But it is time to take a short break. We will come back and we will talk to Michael again. Till the time, stay tuned to Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात.
रेडियो इप्सा।
क्या आप कविताएं लिखते हैं या डायरी लिखते हैं या लिखते हैं अपने शब्दों को, लेकिन आप कहीं परफॉर्म नहीं करते हैं? तो अगर आपको करना है परफॉर्म और सुनाना है अपना टैलेंट सारे इंदौरियों को, तो आपको कॉल करना है रेडियो इप्सा पर 9009811161 पर, और आप रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं अपना टैलेंट. सो अभी फोन करें 9009811161 पर. 91.2 FM पर आप सुन रहे हैं रेडियो इप्सा.
रेडियो इप्सा।
So hello and welcome back, my amazing listener. You are listening Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, and as I told you earlier also that we have today with us with a very special guest, a grandmaster, chess master, a writer, and many more, Michael. So Michael, how you are feeling? How you are finding me at the conversation?
Yeah, excellent, yes.
Okay, so Michael, you have won many tournaments, many awards, and many things in your life. But when we talk about whenever you play any match, so there are certain type of training or certain type of thing to make your mind more focused, or there are certain type of techniques which make your mind more focused.
No, actually, it's when you play in a tournament, you are generally concentrated. So it's not like you have to use special techniques to concentrate. There are some situations when you should not lose your concentration.
Okay.
First of all, this is a situation when you think that the game is already over, that you have a winning position and your opponent is about to resign, and this is a situation when you can lose your concentration and make mistakes usually.
Okay.
And that is that's why it's very important to keep concentration to the end. That it comes from your experience. When you lose a couple of such games, then you will know that you should keep concentration. because you know, this usual it happens like that. You have a winning position, you lose concentration, then you make a mistake. Your position is maybe still winning, but now it is much more difficult. Then you start to panic.
Yes.
So then you lose
When
even
you-
more concentration, and then you make even more mistakes.
Yes, and when you panic, then you make mistake and you commit
Yes.
mistakes, and
Yes,
then you
yes.
can lose also.
So that's why the important thing is not to panic. Okay, you have made a mistake. The position now is completely different. Forget about your mistake. Forget that you just 2 moves ago you had a winning position. Now you have this position.
Yes.
Now you must find the best solution. You must find the best move. You must concentrate and find the best move. Forget that you were winning, so you must again concentrate. But the best thing, of course, not to lose concentration at all.
Yes.
So try to. So even if you have a winning position, concentrate and find the best move.
And how to, make concentration? What is the technique behind it?
No, it's hard to say. Maybe some top players have some such technique. Generally, I tell to myself, just concentrate, be strong, and that's it. And don't lose concentration, and that's it. And also sometimes you must keep interest to the game.
Yes.
So the position is winning, but I want to find the most convincing way to win.
Yeah.
Like this, the most convincing, the most the nicest way to win, or something like that. That is good.
So concentration is the one thing that you have to do whenever you feel
Yeah.
that if you are winning also, then too you have to concentrate and stay focused. That is the first thing.
That is the important thing.
And what are the another method or certain things or certain tips that how to make yourself focused?
Of course, during the tournament, you should not distract yourself by some other matters, and it's. Every player has some personal problems or whatever. But when you go to the tournament, you should forget about all that and just concentrate on chess. Later, after the tournament, you can do all things that you need. So I don't know, pay taxes or buy some air tickets or whatever, something like that.
Okay. So the main key is the concentration that you have
main
to be.
thing is when you play chess, you must forget about other things. Oh, okay. There are situations when simply there are circumstances that you have to deal with some things. It's funny. I had a situation when I played it was in 1997 when I played in the FIDE World Championship. The first FIDE World Championship, which took place in the Netherlands, in the city of Groningen, and somehow I went there with my wife, and we didn't book. Actually, it was a knockout system, and we didn't know when we were going to finish the tournament. So we didn't book the hotel, and it was a problem because hotels were fully booked.
Okay.
And after each round, we had to look for a new hotel, and something like that. And suddenly, it was good for me because it was a distraction, but probably I was over concentrated. And this thing that looking for hotel, so checking in, checking out, all this somehow helped me to
concentrate more.
To concentrate maybe a bit less, but keep enough concentration to play well. It was one of my best tournaments. I played very successfully there.
That is really
So,
amazing.
and actually, in fact, you don't know what will help you to keep concentration.
Okay, you
Keep
have to
enough
find
concentration,
it
but not too much
yourself. You have to find it
concentration.
yourself. What
Yeah,
make you more
yes, of
concentrate?
course,
That is really amazing. And whatever you have won so many matches and whatever contribution you have given in the field of chess, that is really remarkable.
Yeah.
So that is really amazing. But we have few more questions left. So we will take a short break and we will come back. Till the time, what you have to do a simple work. You have to tune Radio IPSA 91.2 FM and listen to this show. So stay tuned to Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात.
रेडियो इप्सा.
वाह कितना प्यारा गाती है तू.
हाँ, और तुझे पता है ये सॉन्ग मैंने ही लिखा है और मैंने ही कंपोज किया है.
तो अपने इस टैलेंट को छुपा के क्यों रखा है?
यार मैं इसके लिए ना एक बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म ढूंढ रही हूँ.
सो बेस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है रेडियो इप्सा. मैं तुझे अभी नंबर देती हूँ, तू कॉल करके खुद को रजिस्टर करवा. नंबर है 9009811161.
Stay tuned to Radio IPSA 91.2 FM, जो कहे दिल की बात.
रेडियो इप्सा.
91.2 FM and you are listening Radio IPSA, and we have with us today Michał Krasenkow, the grandmaster and chess player and a writer. So Michał, you told us about many accolades, many games, and you also wrote certain books on chess. So what led you to write books?
No, actually, I wrote about chess during all my chess career. So I wrote, of course, mostly I wrote articles for chess magazines. I wrote on articles on particular chess subjects, chess openings or other aspects of chess, about chess tournaments in which I took part. So it was not new for me to write something.
Okay.
And and also even in the 90s I wrote a couple of books about chess openings, so purely chess subject. Then I had a long break, and I decided then about 10 years ago I decided to come back to writing books, sharing my experience in chess.
Okay.
So first it was a book collection of exercises, mostly from my own games or from the games I commented for chess magazines, and so.
That is
and
how
then,
you have started.
Yes, and then I decided to write a book about my chess career, and I did that. Fortunately, I found a publisher, and I wrote that book. It was published several years ago. So I think that I have completed what I wanted to write
That
on
is really
chess. Of
amazing.
course, still I from time to time I write articles, but so.
You are
all
so
this-
thoughtful that you think about others, and you wrote certain things so that people can commit less
Yeah.
mistakes, and they should not get into such things, when you have to face certain problem, and you will find the solution in your books.
Yeah, okay. Actually, when I learned chess, one of the best ways to learn chess was reading books, of
Yes.
course. Good books, which explain a lot of not only aspects of game, but also they tell you about famous players, about their lives, about how they lived, how they made progress in chess, how they, about the, let's say, fates in the context of the time and of history, something like that. And it was one of the things that fascinated me, and I also wanted to share my
Your experiences,
to
yes,
share
of course.
my own story.
Yeah, that is really amazing. And I just want to ask you, particularly when you talk about chess or chess players, so what are the main qualities that you think that there should be there in a chess player?
No, actually, if you say about chess qualities, it's hard to say because it's kind of chess talent. What does it mean, chess talent? Because every player has his own talent.
Yes.
One can find some amazing moves, amazing continuation during the game. The other feels coordination of chess pieces and has a feeling of which move is good, which is not good. So it's very hard to say. So regarding the general qualities, it's also hard to say. I know some players, extremely talented players, which otherwise were completely average, ordinary persons, which are even, not very clever, let's say, not very smart. So, but they had amazing chess talent.
Yes.
So it's it's a question that's very, very hard to answer.
Okay.
Which qualities are good for a chess
Player.
So,
Okay. So major thing is concentration. You have to be more focused and concentrated while you are playing. That is the, I think.
Yes, I told you should be concentrated, but not under concentrated, not over concentrated.
Yes.
Again, this is. You can say you should be concentrated, but it is just words. What does it mean for every play? It means something different.
That is really amazing. So at the last, I just want you to give certain message to our budding chess player, those who want to make their career in the field of chess. So what is your message to them?
No, of course, the main message is that what teaches you most is your own experiences, your own chess experience. So play chess as much as possible. Now Now it is possible to play chess online, but this is mostly rapid format. So you play chess with very limited time. It's blitz or even so-called bullet when you have just 1 minute for the whole game. Very popular. And sometimes it doesn't have good influence on your chess skill. Sometimes I played some players against whom I met in these tournaments here in Doro earlier in the earlier tournament in New Delhi. They played very well, but at some point they started playing instantly without thinking. That's the influence of that online
technical platforms of
yes, when you play blitz or so in rapid formats, and then they made mistakes. So they for some part of the game they could concentrate and think, and then suddenly at some point they started playing instantly like they play online. So this is that's why I don't know. I myself somehow don't regularly play online, so I don't know what influence it has for players. But so I must warn not to.
And those who are willing to get into this and make their career in this chess, so what is your message for them?
For those who wants to generally to make career in chess game, yes. I mean not as players.
Yes.
Because in chess, if you want to make progress, generally it is considered that to make progress in chess, you should meet opponents who are slightly stronger than you are.
Yes.
These are the most instructive games. If you play against someone who is much stronger than you, you will understand nothing from his play. If you play against someone who is weaker, then
you will also not understand.
No, it's not so instructive.